Zest presents Player of the Week. The final week of the IPL, you want a man to step up for the finals and look no further than Shane Watson. Yes, heartbreaking that had he not been run out, he would have probably won another IPL at age 37. But if we look back at his final week, before I get Deep Das Gupta's thoughts on Watson in not just the final against Mumbai and Hyderabad, where he nearly had a match winning, albeit a slightly charmed 80 of 59, but also a crucial half century in the second qualifier against Delhi Capitals in Vizag just a few days before that. In a season where perhaps no other player has copped as much conversation in the negative, Shane Watson turns out to be a man of the finals, Deep Das Gupta.
Yeah, I mean, so close enough. Close to getting a back-to-back finals man of the match. Last year he got that. This year very close as well. But yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, that's what you need, players like Shane Watson. I mean, big matches, you need big players with temperament to play these games. And obviously Watson, I mean, if you look at the last two games, as you mentioned, knockout games. The one against Delhi was a knockout, where he got those important runs. Then again, the finals, that run out. That was quite unfortunate, though. Quite unfortunate, but yeah, that's the kind of player he is. I mean, big match.
Jadeja mistook that he'd run as fast as himself, and that Watson would run as fast as
absolutely. And the way, I mean, look, pretty easy till then.
Yeah.
And the way he made those 80 runs, the finals, the 80 runs, I mean, it took his time, but then took on the bowlers that he thought that he could. I mean, out of those 80 runs, half of those runs came in 2 overs almost.
Yeah.
One of Malinga, the other of Krunal. So it was a very intelligent innings as well, apart from that run out.
The shot making is still there. Even though he takes his time, he has some low scores.
Yeah.
But when he's going, we were all watching that game and we thought, gee, if you get Krunal Pandya, Watson, now that he's in that phase of his innings, he still had some incredible shots.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No two ways about it. And this year, you've got to also understand that, 7 games at home for Chennai on that Chepauk pitch where, it was 150, 160 kind of a pitch with a lot of help for the spinners. And you don't really expect the overseas, and especially the overseas openers, to play as well on surfaces like that against the spinners. So yeah, I mean, but having said that, every time there was a good batting surface, he did get starts. Unfortunately, he did not make those starts count as much as you would have liked to. But then, end of the day, he performed in the big games.
He made these comments after that match-winning 96 at Chennai, where he said any other team, and he would have been dropped. This was after he won man of the match against Sunrisers Hyderabad towards the end of the league phase.
Yeah.
But you can see now why you'd have that much more investment in Shane Watson. Not that there may not be too many other options, but that that come the finals, Shane Watson is a person you can rely on.
Absolutely, there's no two ways. And like I said, I mean, that's also one of the reasons why CSK is such a successful side in IPL, because of their consistency, the faith that they show in their players, because the player is good enough. That's the reason you've picked him. That's the reason you've bought him in an auction. You've brought him inside this in the side, and then see, either when you drop him, you're questioning your own decision of picking him. Yeah. So in that case, obviously, MSD or the CSK team management, I mean, they show enough faith in their own initial judgment of picking a player, and there you go.
He's 37. If he does not retire, does he got more IPL cricket in him?
I mean, looking at the way he played the last 2 games, yes, provided he keeps playing those T20 domestic tournaments.
He has retired from the Big Bash.
Yes, as of now, but we've seen people coming back from retirement. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised seeing him again next year.
All right, let's see if we do see Shane Watson for one more IPL. You can bank that if he does feature next year, he might be Player of the Week in the final week again, given his wonderful track record in the finals. And for those fine knocks in not just the final, but even the previous qualifier leading up to the big finale, he is our Zest Presents Player of the Week.